So what's that saying? Do one thing, do it right, or do everything all at once? Hey, well, it's a couple hours later now. Pulled out a few little odds and ends. I mean, it's real subtle. It's hard to tell that I've done anything. You know, that's been brought over. The dish. Pulling up the tarp. Checking the truck tires. I found 4 tires over there I got asked Nicole about. They would fit this trailer, and they're in excellent shape. Brought the stairway out that we brought from the other place, and I've, you know, you'd think that that satellite dish would work better on top of the trailer. As soon as I took it off to the edge of the trailer, onto the wood, isolated from the metal cavity, I was able to get a signal. It's still piss poor. I got some Christmas lights out because we had them. So for at night time, we've got a little bit of lighting. So today the idea is I want to try and start getting this stuff here out of the way. Put some skids down, build a format or a form for the awning here so it stays secure. From past experience, I found that wind damage, things blowing around, it's just not worth it. We don't want any screw ups. Got to do it right first try kind of thing, right? Best we can. Yeah, and okay, so we got shelving over here that's going to be up against the trailer. The thing is, we've all got things here, and there's nowhere to put it. So I figured, okay, let's get some shelving out, and that's what this is. Got the tables and desk stuff out here that I'm putting together. Working on a quick, you know, just throw it together with some stuff we had laying around here. A wheelbarrow for moving stuff around. That's going to make getting all my materials from way over there over to here. Oh, I can't zoom that. Okay. And then in behind the house over there too. So there's a fair bit to do and take care of. And so what I'm thinking. Be pruning off some branches here. I don't know if you can see, but there's 3-4 really good size limbs right over the trailer that are completely dead. They'd have to be removed. I'm going to level the trailer, jack it up off the ground so that we can get to those tires. Even if we just pull them off for now, it's, you know, one step. And like I said, it's a bit of everything. With everything so chaotic and arriving, I didn't have lighting, and you know, here we go. I've got lighting in a few different spots now that it's ready to hook up when the time comes, kind of thing. Found for the leveling for the jacks. Found these as we were cleaning up and working around. So this is going to be home for just a little while. Got the shed up there. I'll be moving that probably. I don't know. But as you can see, you know, leveling the trailer, getting that all streamlined, and then we're going to put a tent out front here. The idea is a tent out here. Kind of a working environment tent where we have a desk set up, computers, we'll have the network set up. It's kind of an entrance point, I'm thinking, okay? Like behind me here, you see this is coming into the driveway. And, you know, I'm not sure how this will develop yet at this point, but the idea is maybe down over here, we have a bit of a garden. It's sunny most, if not all the day right here, okay? So we could have vegetation growing here. Practical things, food, fun stuff too. I'm thinking, you know, just go with this as an idea, okay? Get the imagery of it. There's these little areas, you know, in behind the trees up in here. We can kind of make little walkways for kids. I mean, I'm just going all over the place for a minute, okay? Brainstorming, you know what I mean? There's all these little hidden alcoves that can be created just with a little bit of forethought and knowledge of plants and airflow, sunlight. Part of what you gotta know for to build an earthship, because really, if you think about it, this is the earthship. Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't like the mess, but you know what? This mess is symbolic of what I get to see every day when I see a car drive by, a horn honk, fireman, a cop beating someone up, polluted water, nowhere to go, nowhere to freaking lay your head down. I've had to sleep in mouse shit circumstances lately. So much I believe in this. Like, I've got everything I've ever acquired, accumulated, anything. It's all 100% into this. So yeah, I want it to work. Anyway, I spent several hours looking for this. A Robertson head screwdriver. I found it. Now I can put those shelves together. But as you can see, you know, I've been putting stuff in place, ready. Totally fucking chaotic, right? But that's because you don't know my mind yet. This is not my idea of a vegetable patch, but it's the best we could do with what we had right now. Yeah, so, you know, a little bit of an entrance tent out here, picnic table, we can greet people as they come in, parking over yonder over there, more gardens. We want to beautify the entrance here, but nothing flashy, you know, almost invisible if we can from the road, except for people that really know and they're given the address, and it's like, you know, there's no restriction, it's just a matter of you have to kind of know where we are and what we're doing. Otherwise, this is just gonna, it'll seem chaotic. You won't have any understanding of it. Like, there's the inside, the outside, the rings. I am new at this video stuff, and I guess I'm just free-flowing with thought right now. I've been up all night and the day before, had a little bit of sleep, had a nice visit with some of the friends here, especially Kate last night. Discussed some really cool stuff. Well, there's one of the little bird friends that comes around each morning. The water down there. So we'll be getting to know the animals, and one of the things that putting a tent and so on out front here, the idea of that is a meeting tent, a greeting place, information booth. Ultimately, we waterproof it. We could even incorporate earthship ideals into various aspects of this so that we can demonstrate on a very small scale right here at the administration center, if you will, for this little project. And like I mentioned earlier, we're on top of a landfill site. I once said if we could do this on a garbage heap, we could do it anywhere. The river's polluted. It's like we're surrounded by pollution, but there's a green patch here, you know. Let's see what we can do to beautify it and start minimizing with maybe a rotating pattern on this property of where you come in and there's different levels of interface, if you will, for the aspects of coming on or off the grid, if you will. The transition process, the gradual shifting from total dependency, and we take you through various lessons or pathways. Literally take your hand and walk you through it. I'm making this up as I go along. See, when I look at just this little bit of greenery here, I see gardens in it. I see all these layers and the textures and effects and different plants. I see how it, I'm going to say this, how it should be, at least the base starting point. So from this position, we'll be demonstrating with small trinket type garbage ideas so that anybody can do it. And this is if you think worst case and anyone can do it, we can demonstrate the different principles here. I mean, we're not going to cover everything. We're relying on hundreds of thousands of other people collaborating on this, from programming people in the backgrounds of Facebook and Google and so on, to some backyard hackers that are just finding out information, just checking the system out. You know, people in the right place at the right time, just making the appropriate connection, you know, passing it on. Some people walk just to raise some awareness. Some people run. Some start charities, fundraisers. Earthships is more than that, and all of it. Remember, Earth first, and it starts with nature. So we're recommending the first step of this is basically get onto the gardening. But as you know, there's only so much time in a day, so there is a shift in thinking as to how you start allotting your time. Sleeping when you're tired, eating when you're hungry, getting in tune with the body's natural rhythms, and don't listen to any doctorates or philosophers or gurus on anything on this. You're the only one that can tell what you need. And as you learn more and more, you start fine-tuning it, tweaking it. Cigarettes aren't my first choice, but neither was living on this shithole. We make do with what we got. And the change starts right now with each and every one of us. I'd like to just keep this rolling and continue thinking out my thoughts, and because I know that in the abundance of quantity, I occasionally come up with something that I really like, and that's the stuff I really want to share. Because that's the stuff that means something. It's universal. It means stuff to everyone. We all want a better life. We want utopia. We don't want imperfection and pain. We don't want the philosophies that excuse the bullshit that we've come to accept. We want complete, unadulterated fucking freedom, and we're going to find out how to do it. And my theory is, my belief, my knowledge in this is, and yeah, it is knowledge. I've tested on every level personally. Now I want to try. Now it looks like I've got the opportunity to actually demonstrate it.